Welcome everybody here to Steve's Wrestling Ramble Sports Talk Number channel. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope your day is good. Hope your week is good. Hopefully my day team partners, as in my co-hosts, are able to join me here tonight as well. But we'll see. But they don't. They do. All right. Well, let's and get to Battleground again. Hopefully, my team members are awake, alert, and ready to go. Let's go. I'm live. Let's go. But the reason why I use streaming match theme music actually than anything else is because of the breaking news the other day. Shane McMahon survived a helicopter crash, emergency landing, I guess. Rumors on Long Island, New York. So glad he was okay. It's kind of funny seeing the interview. I do have it on Twitter at WWE_podcast. Of the interview he was part of, and the interview was asking of to be Shane McMahon's son and this and that. But we'll say like glad everything's all right, and I would hope actually he's on the show on Sunday in some way capacity. I think that would be that'd be pretty cool. The thing is, my co-host don't want to be here tonight. I can always do the show by myself. I've done it the past couple of years that way. I know it might not be ideal or the best way to do it, but I know they can do it. I've done it before. I mean, I can't do it again. It's cooking. All right, I'm just going to wait a little bit here for my co-host. I guess I'll give my predictions for the shows, which I usually ask my co-hosts for their own predictions. We'll go from there. Sami Zayn against Mike Kanellis. I got Sami Zayn. Ty Dillinger versus Aiden English. I got Ty Dillinger. Fatal 5-way elimination match to determine Naomi's opponent at SummerSlam for Naomi to defend the WWE SmackDown Live Women's Championship. I have Charlotte Flair winning that match. The IC champion AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens. I have AJ Styles retaining the title. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Mr. Money in the Bank, Baron Corbin. I have Shinsuke winning. I still think Baron's going to win the title before the end of the calendar year. SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship match. The Usos versus the New Day. Usos retaining because why not? Have the New Day win at SummerSlam. Then again, the New Day doesn't need a moment, but they might as well get a moment. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? John Cena versus Rusev. He used his match to predict ever because John Cena just returned his first match back. Rusev's technically back and is actually joined SmackDown Live shake-up. He hasn't been on since. So this is his first match, pay-per-view or otherwise, his first match part of the SmackDown Live brand. Think about that. And the shake-up's been since whenever, So that's something to think about. I have John Cena over Rusev getting that win, getting the W there. Championship match, Punjabi Prison match, Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton. I have Jinder Mahal retaining the championship and going from there. Like I said, I'm going to wait until we get our co-hosts here, and I don't know if the chat is working. For those watching live, welcome to like the video and support. As always, share the video. And if people do share the video, I would like to know when you did, if you did. Hey, Ronnie, thanks. Things going well here. And Ronnie, who's been a loyal subscriber of mine for a while, I'm going to make another channels or accounts here to also be a subscriber. That's really appreciated, Ronnie. You're welcome to make 1,000 accounts. Why not? I can get to 1K subscribers, which is you. You yourself 1,000 times over, or that'd be 999 times over because you being the original. But the point is, hey, why not work it out that way? So they get there. But hope everybody's doing well. I see Palmer Jason was in the chat. Hope all is well with them. I do want to have my team here so I can actually predict the show with them. Otherwise, it's just going to be me rambling on stuff. And, if having my teammates does make the show better, make it more entertaining for those watching live. So I apologize for if you are watching live or archived at this moment. So I'm sure it'll get better later on. I'm just waiting for my team to wake up from their naps or something and get online. Because maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. All right, well, I found out someone's not going to make it. Not too happy about that, but okay. Mark Ramble, if you're watching, just send your predictions here in the live chat. And hopefully Kyron can make it. If somebody make it, otherwise I already went through the show. I could pretty much end the show here. I mean, I'm amazed. I might as well just bring this up. And I brought this up before, that being the proper verbiage. But I brought this up before about how it's amazing to me. Even though I do sometimes, but in my own way. But it's amazing to me how other YouTubers, more successful YouTubers for a reason, I've been able to get so in depth with matches or so in depth talking about things, about pay-per-views and this and that. And even a simple cruiserweight match on Monday Night Raw, they can dive deep into that. And that's good and bad. Just like me, that I do actually call it a little bit of rambling. But sometimes it's interesting and entertaining to people because it's digging deep and whatever. But to me, it's like, okay, we got this match. Who do I think's going to win? This person. We move on, right? So to me, it's cut and dry. Maybe I got that kind of mentality from my times in the service, or just is part of me where I get to the point, like when I'm shopping, like I have my list. I'm gonna get when I need to go, get out of here as fast as I can. Not because I hate people. I enjoy people. Heck, that's why I'm here on YouTube. I like to interact with people with the same likes and interests, whether they disagree or agree with me on topics. But I'm there for a reason, specific purpose there, get out of there, get home as soon as I can, sort of thing. Or I go to work. I have a job, do my job, best of my ability, or more than just the best of my ability, exceeding expectations, talking with people to a minimum, unless have to, work-related, and I get the heck out of there and go home. It's not because I think I'm better than anybody. It's not because I'm antisocial or mean or evil or anything like that. It's just my personality. In nature, I actually am an introvert. I am shy at times. But doing this YouTube channel, I'm growing through that. Having the co-host that I have as co-host helped me as well become less shy. Mark Ramble, in particular. Mark Ramble and Kyron Chase. Having them both my co-hosts on this podcast for as long as I have, and hopefully we'll have them continuously. I get me out of my shell. Just like some friends of mine, part of another podcast I used to be part of, Main Event Marks, which no longer exists on YouTube here. But Mike Colon and Anthony Cooter. And Cooters, having them and them help me, and me, who I hope to have as a guest on the show at some point. Hopefully he can stick his head into an episode.
Hi, you got Josh here from Sea Giant.
And hopefully we can get things done. And hopefully that, I understand that things are tough and that, I do things differently. Yeah, it's all about the deep dive. I mean, remember, with Nick Nightmare over on his channel, Sledgehammer Radio. Or remember Dip Down, Star vs. the Horse of Evil, Dip Down. So thanks for those that are watching live. Welcome to give a thumbs up. Just go subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed. I am right now stuck at 135 subscribers. So we're trying to make that crawl to 200, let alone to 1K, 1,000 subscribers. Because at that point, I'll be using the super chat and trying to make some money and get actual camera and other setup stuff to have better visual quality, so I can actually show my face again here on the channel. That part of the reason why I don't show my face on camera anymore as much or as often as I used to, and other reasons as well. But it is how that is. But like I said, thanks to those that are watching live. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up. I mean, heck, even if people don't like it, I'd rather you not give it anything. No thumbs up, no thumbs down. Like, I always would like to see 0 thumbs downs for anything, for any channel, my channel, other people's channel. Every video anybody makes here on YouTube ever should never get a thumbs down. Should either be you like it, so you want to give it a thumbs up and support, or whatever reason you give it a thumbs up, or just to give it a thumbs up because you want on that liked video playlist on your own channel to watch later, or however the reason, then giving it a thumbs down, because even if you dislike it, you can just be like, no, I'm not watching this anymore, or no thanks, or this and that. You know, that's people's rights, right? I'm not saying everybody has to give me a thumbs up. No, you don't have to, but I'd rather you either give me a thumbs up and say, cool, good job on your content, or at least respect you and what you're trying to do. You seem like a nice guy, yada, yada, whatever the reasoning again. Or no annotation either, or at all. No thumbs up, no thumbs down, just, all right, give it a shot. Maybe I'll give it a shot again later next week or something and go from there, sort of thing. But like I was saying, it's amazing with all these other YouTubers, especially like Good Mic Work and Nick Nightmare himself, part of Such Time Podcast, and other YouTubers and people in this profession talking pro wrestling, how they can talk specifically. Like for me, Battleground, I breezed through this card in under a minute with my picks. Just because it's like, okay, Sami Zayn's gonna win. Why is Sami Zayn gonna win? Because they had the match on SmackDown Live. Mike Kanellis got the win there. Sami's gonna win at the pay-per-view. Mike can also win the feud overall. Ty Dillinger in English. It's a kickoff match. People that care less. People barely be watching. So why not give a win to Ty Dillinger? He's popular anyways. Be good for the live crowd. Move on. A 5-way elimination match. Determine Naomi's opponent at SummerSlam for the WWE SmackDown Live Women's Championship. I picked Charlotte Flair. You know how I think things are going to be eliminated, or who's going to be eliminated, and what sequence of order? Becky Lynch is going to go first. You have 3 heels against 2 faces. Becky Lynch, as from what I've been reading, hearing, seeing, and all my other sensory senses have been telling me that Becky Lynch, or at least been telling me through other people's moms or Twitters or whatever, tweets, that Becky Lynch should be the favorite, or is the favorite, and betting line favorites, and all the other stuff. I see her being the first one gone. Tamina, and Lana against Charlotte Flair and Becky, pretty much. 3 heels, 2 faces. Becky going to be gone first. Then you have Natalya being eliminated by Charlotte Flair. Or actually, no. I'm going to have Natalya be eliminated by Lana with the help of Tamina, because there's a little animosity there. Then we have Tamina and Lana against Charlotte Flair. 2 faces, or 2 heels against 1 face. Charlotte Flair being Charlotte freaking Flair. It's actually awesome and amazing in what she does. Overcoming the odds. First eliminating Tamina, then Lana's in there all by herself, being all scared, and if you're tapping out the figure 8, and Charlotte wins and becomes the #1 contender. Naomi comes out there. Maybe Charlotte attacks her. Maybe hits her with 10 steel chair shots, even though I know that's not going to happen. But why not? And Carmella cashes in, wins the women's title. SmackDown Live Women's Championship. Okay, boom, move on. United States Championship match. AJ Styles, Kevin Owens. I picked AJ Styles because Kevin Owens lost his title to AJ Styles at a house show. I want it to mean more than just, because we want to have butts in the seats for house shows, which you are going to get anyways, because then local people at the local coaches get experience something that not everybody else gets to, obviously, because it's a gosh darn house show. It's entertaining, it's interesting, and it's for you in that specific city. Whether it's in Texas, Florida, Wisconsin, Minnesota, wherever, whatever the house show is at. But they're MSG, Madison Square, if I can speak tonight, Garden. the mecca for pro basketball, mecca for a lot of things, and for World Wrestling Entertainment, and Vince McMahon, and the McMahon family. All right, so you have AJ Styles winning the championship there, and I guess one of the reasons is because maybe they wanted less anti-American heels. So Kevin Owens dropped it, and the way that they've been booking AJ Styles since, especially the SmackDown after that happened at the house show, AJ Styles can retain. Okay, boom, I talked about that. Moving on. Shinsuke Nakamura, Baron Corbin. I picked Shinsuke Nakamura because WWE, just how they do, is they book their Mr. Money in the Banks, and maybe they might do it with now the Miss Money in the Bank, Carmella, if she holds it on for however long she will. Losing streak and whatever. You know, you can't have Mr. Money in the Bank or just the Money in the Bank briefcase holder actually having a winning streak, since winning the briefcase itself, you have to have them lose, because then you're like, oh, where do they go now? Well, they still have that briefcase, they'll cash in whatever, and that's supposed to be the story. But we've seen that countless times. Why not do it another way? Actually showing dominance, having that superstar continue to win in matches against high-quality opponents like Shinsuke Nakamura would be for Baron Corbin. And whether Baron would cash in successfully on Sunday or a Survivor Series, have that still be the case. He can still lose matches, but not be on a losing streak. And then, his first win in a while is the one when he wins the title. I mean, I know that's the norm. That is what it is. I'll get over it, but I like that to be shaken up a little bit too. So there's that match. Moving on. SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. Usos New Day. I picked the Usos because the New Day will be winning the titles at SummerSlam, or at some point in the future. They'll be winning this feud, winning the SmackDown Tag titles. Just like Charlotte Flair will be winning the women's title, but I want them to hold off both of them winning their championships a little bit longer. We know this was going to happen when they both were drafted or traded, or picked up from the other brand, or from this brand, from Raw. But that doesn't mean it has to happen like that. So I got the Usos retaining. John Cena versus Rusev, flag match. I got John Cena just because you're not going to have John Cena lose. He just came back. Rusev's still doing the American stuff. He needs to move on from that. It's a freaking flag match, so USA all the way. If anything, Rusev's going to be the first one to get his flag, at least. But he won't win the match because John Cena will. I guess you have to bring your flag all the way up to the ramp and have it there and whatever. That's good for a photo op, I guess, but whatever. John Cena getting the win there. Moving on. WWE Championship match. Punjabi Prison match. Jinder Mahal, the Maharaj Maharaja, versus the Viper, Randall Keith Orton. Jinder Mahal winning because Randy Orton, for a superstar, future Hall of Famer, but it's Jinder's time now, you know. So I think he's done well as champion. As I said, 3 months or more for him in a title reign. So Jinder gets the win here. He might face John Cena at SummerSlam. He might face Baron Corbin at SummerSlam. He might face no one. He might just face a ghost. Who cares? Who knows? Jinder Mahal will still be WWE champion at SummerSlam. And gosh darn, I actually hope that Jinder Mahal leaves SummerSlam as WWE champion, as number one champion for the SmackDown Live. Just saying that right now. So there you go. That's how I went through this card, and I did that under 2 minutes this time. But I know I should go deeper into things, but that's just how I do this. And I'm just specific down to the core, and I'm glad you like it and enjoy it. Welcome to like the video, of course. And if you ever want to be a co-host, welcome to as well. Share it. If someone ever does share the video, though, let me know. Not because, I have to know, but let me know of, who we sent to or this and that. And, I know I can look at my own analytics to see if there's more people watching when it's on archived or when it gets posted, because then that's when it's shared the video, of course, with the link and whatever. But I don't know. Like I said, you can share it to anybody. Twitter, you can tweet to superstars, to other people. In the end, it doesn't really matter in that way. It is still unfortunate Kyron Chase is not here. Mark Ramble, if you're watching live, let me know. Be able to reach out to him. But Mark Ramble has his predictions here. He is sorry he's unable to make it. All right, fine. Welcome to like the video, at least, since you're on your channel. Give it a like. Give it a thumbs up. In the end, you're kind of supporting yourself because you're part of the show. But his predictions are Ty Dillinger, Sami Zayn, Nakamura, Charlotte Flair, The New Day, Cena, Styles, and Jinder Mahal, the Marty Maharaja. So that's Mark Ramble's picks for this show for Steve's Wrestling Ramble. Oh, why I kicked that one dude out of the podcast? I don't know. I'm trying to think of which one you're talking about. I don't know. Sometimes I have to make business decisions. But anyways, that's how I do. Like I said, I'm straightforward. I get to the point. I make my predictions and move on and come up with other things. That's why it's good to have co-hosts and teams and a team, because then able to get other people's opinions on said matches, or having more people watching live and interacting with those awesome people, male or female. Why not get some more females here watching, or females on the show? Eye candy and smart women as well. So I don't know. I was just making a joke there, Ronnie, about Jinder Mahal facing a ghost, because in the end it doesn't really matter, because I want Jinder to retain at SummerSlam. I want him to still be WWE champion when SummerSlam's off the air and SmackDown Live are done with their matches, because I'm sure SmackDown Live will have all their matches before Raw are done with their matches on SummerSlam, because I think the Universal title match will be the main event at SummerSlam, if not a Hall of Famer against Hall of Famer, like Undertaker. I think it was Undertaker Lesnar or someone, whatever, in past SummerSlams, those type of matches, non-title matches that are main event, but still mainly from the Raw brand. So see how things go. Palmer J says the Usos, Tamina, Snuka, winning John Cena, Randy Orton. Interesting, Randy Orton, he has winning the title, AJ and Nakamura. Again, those watching live, welcome to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Hoping to grow here shortly and be bigger and better than ever. Oh, it's true. It's dang true. Yeah, no news on Kelly. Oh, that guy. He, yeah, Uncle Ruckus, yeah. Again, that's Uncle Ruckus here on YouTube. But he was introducing himself. He's part of a company that actually I'm looking into becoming a partner with, Seat Giant. SeatGiant.com might be having a promo code for my listeners to save money on tickets or shows. So that's always cool, for sure. But I'm done talking about Battleground, so I can get rid of that tab here. Too much other things going on in the news, in pro wrestling at least. There's a lot of things going on news-wise, locally and nationwide, especially with OJ Simpson's situation. I don't know if anybody that's watching live or watching archive did watch the parole hearing this afternoon, but that was interesting, I guess. Like I said before, we're going to follow me on Twitter at WWE_podcast. I think Backlash is going, or not Backlash, Battleground is going to be pretty interesting. I look forward to seeing how it all goes down. I did want to give a shout out though to a podcast that I said I would each week now, and that's Bite That Cast. They now do live shows each and every week on Wednesday nights. Wednesday nights they do live shows. Bite That Cast, Bite That Wrestling Podcast, I think. Switch channel. But either way, welcome to follow them on Twitter at Bite That Cast, and go from there. Opinions on Carson Ellsworth? Well, that soon's going to be broken up anyways. James Ellsworth's going to come back, help Carmelo cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase, and at some point they'll split up, and we'll move on from there. Ellsworth will leave WWE and do his thing in the Indies. Bite the hands. Yeah, but by Diverson Podcast. Also, shout out to Lazy Booking Podcast. Flipping about. And I do hope to have a good amount of people for my prediction episode for SummerSlam. So if you're waiting for a good episode to watch for the first time, or let your friends know about an episode they should watch for the first time here on this channel, should be that one. That's going to be August 17th, 7 or 8 p.m. Central. Talking about SummerSlam, which will be August 20th, of course. That's Sunday. And on the 17th, we'll be doing a prediction episode. Hope to have some people from Lazy Book Podcast, Bite That Cast, maybe even OTRS Central, UGP4, and some others. Hope to have as guests. We'll see. But I have some heavy hitters along with my team: Mark Ramble, Cameron Chase, Palmer J. Simmons, and hopefully others as well. Oh, Mounties Corner on that YouTube channel. Follow him on Twitter at Eddie_RKO. He hopefully will be a guest as well. Also, Big Fresh Matt. That's PHRESH. Big Fresh Matt. Sean O'Malley. At least himself, he's a Bills fan and a wrestling fan. YouTube channel, so he might be on that podcast show. Katrina, my co-host for the SmackDown Live reviews on Talking WWE with Jay, might be a guest. Josh, I see Jazzola. Heel Chrome. So I might have a good amount of people. I might even have a rep from Full Sail University, part of the show there. So I hope to have a full house for my SummerSlam prediction episode on August 17th of this year, heading into SummerSlam on August 20th. And then after SummerSlam's over, same night, they're going to have the Mae Young Classic bracketology show. So, yeah. Yeah, SummerSlam is the biggest party of the summer. It's the WrestleMania of summer. It's summer's WrestleMania. So, yeah. I'm surprised Kyron Chase is not. I don't know if Mark Ramble, if you're still watching live, A, won't like the video. But 2, find out where Kyron Chase is at. So I'd like to have somebody else speak in here and let me know their thoughts on Battleground or heading into Battleground. Like I said, it should be a show. I'd love to actually see Shane McMahon start the show off. And that means Here Comes Money, having him doing that stuff. So that'd be pretty cool. But we'll certainly see how that goes when we get to that point. But Punjabi Prison match, I actually am looking forward to it. Again, like I said, see Jinder Mahal winning. I'd be very surprised if Rusev wins or if Tamina wins or if Randy Orton wins. But we'll have to see to watch, right? And at pay-per-views, it's always a surprise, right? Because they have to have something that's saying like, hey, you got to watch your pay-per-view, you got to watch, this and that. Never think that y'all know what's going on. I don't know anything. Yeah, I hope to do more wrestling interviews with wrestlers. Been reaching out to a couple indie ones in England otherwise, so we'll see if be able to secure an interview continuing that series here on this channel. And if I do, I might actually have my team be part of the interviews. Tyron, Mark, and others, if they want to. So depending on what time it works out with me and the athlete. Oh, I had to go to the doctor? All right, understood, Karen. Understood. He goes with Becky Lynch, John Cena, Ty Dillinger, Jinder Mahal, New Day, AJ Styles, Mike Kanellis, and Shinsuke Nakamura. So I appreciate that. Unfortunately, my team was unable to actually make it here live on the air, which is fine. Hey, things going on, right? Life. So while you guys are on your channels here, watching me live for the brief moments or whatever you're watching, welcome to like the video in support of yourself in a way and the channel as well. So it's obviously really appreciated. And those to much live and those we watching archived, always appreciate it. Share the video, share it to a superstar, share it to Triple H, share it to Vince McMahon himself, or at WWE, at WWE Universe, whoever, whatever you think would be great, awesome. You think may enjoy it, maybe even some WWE female superstars. It doesn't really matter because it's always really appreciated, whether they'll ever see it or not. I'm sure with celebrities like that, just like other celebrities on TV shows, get hundreds and hundreds of tweets per day. You never know. They might actually give our show a listen, give my show here a listen. That's part of it. And to think, if someone did share a tweet to, let's say, Summer Rae or Charlotte Flair or Stephanie McMahon, and they actually did see it, whether they would tell me or not, that probably would always be a secret. But And that being this episode, when I don't have my team here and it's not like the best of quality for an episode, that'd be unfortunate for all of us and for this channel. But hopefully maybe the SummerSlam one. Now that's the one I'm going to do. I'm going to personally myself link, this link to the channel or link to the video of that SummerSlam prediction episode where I hope to have a lot of guests, OTR Central, Luigi PS4, members, Lazy Working Podcast, Bite That Cast, Wrestling Podcast, Mounty's Corner, having him here, Eddie, and others that I'll be sending myself. Whether others do, that's awesome if they do as well. But I myself am going to be sending them to a lot of superstars, male, female, and others, and the McMahon family and others. Whether anybody sees it or not, that's up to them. They don't have to, let alone if they ever see the tweet. But I know that's something I'm going to be doing when we get to SummerSlam. And after doing that prediction episode, either that same night and just the days following and yada yada. Because, hey, it doesn't hurt, right? You got to promote your stuff. That's the only way you are going to grow. Whether or not, like I said, whether or not they'll see it or not, that's different. But it doesn't hurt to do so, right? The worst that can happen is they never see it or never see the tweet or this and that. And we all move on with life, right? So there has to be risk with reward. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward, right? Right. That's how that works. Risk-reward ratio. But anyway, since I know no one's going to be joining me, I thank everybody that was watching live, will be watching archived. Have a great rest of your evening. Enjoy your weekend. I might be here for a Battleground review Sunday night. Maybe not. We'll see. Let's see other things I want to get done. But I can get things working here with my devices I have here. Oh, come on. As always, take care.